Hey everyone, it's Aryan here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about something which every person experiences both in and outside of a cubing competition, and that is nerves. So in this video I'm going to be talking about the things I did to control my nerves, the things that worked and the things that did not work. And hopefully after watching this video you guys will have an idea of what you can do to actually control nerves. I'm going to share my complete experience with you guys. So let's begin. Before I go into the things that I did to control my nerves, I want to start with the point where these nerves actually came into play in my competitions, because at my very first competition, which was in April of 2015, I think, I wasn't really nervous. I was pretty calm. I was still there. I wasn't expecting anything big. And I think a big reason of that is I wasn't that fast at the time. But as you progress in your cubing journey, as you get faster, you expect more out of yourself, and if you're like at a level at which you are about to break records, you can break records, you expect, and you also see people expecting big things from you, and that can really put a lot of pressure on that person. And that is something I have been experiencing since the past few years. I just wanted to address that because in the beginning of my cubing journey, I did not really feel any nerves at competitions. As I progressed, it got really bad, and up until 2019, I was really bad at controlling my nerves. I used to fail a lot of rounds officially, and only after COVID, I started to realize what I should do to actually control my nerves. And one thing I want to make clear is that controlling nerves is a skill, and it takes a little bit of time to actually get better at it. I don't think you can master it, but it definitely can be tackled in a much better way. And now I'm gonna start with the things I did. So the first thing I started doing is volunteering more at competitions. So whenever I used to go to a competition before, I used to go to the competition and do a lot of practice and solves there. It was like my mindset was, if I do more solves over there, I'll do better at the competition because I'm like practicing more. But the real practice was already done before the competition. At the competition, what you should really be focusing on is not tiring yourself out, relaxing and calming yourself down, and just have a great time instead of completely focusing on the results. And a lot of practice at a competition will just make you think about all the possibilities that can happen during your round. You can really mess up your solves, and volunteering really helps you with that. So I urge every cuber who is actually going to a competition and attending these competitions is to really have a good time there, socialize more, volunteer. That will also help the competition run better, and that will really help your solves officially. Trust me with that. I used to do a lot of solves before my round used to start, and I have cut down my practice at competitions, and it has been working out pretty well for me. The second problem I used to face at competition, I still face that, is cold hands when I'm nervous. And this is something that I still can't really, find a perfect solution for. But two things which I started doing to help with this is, first, get hand warmers. These hand warmers are available on Amazon. I'll just link them down in the description. I have used these in a few competitions and they work really well. It can really help you do better in competitions. And these hand warmers are like active for 8 hours. One pack is active for 8 hours, and you can use these at your competitions whenever your hands are getting cold. The second solution I found to this problem, which is not really a solution, but if I'm very nervous and I have extremely cold hands, I will just try and turn slower than normal. That is something which in general works for me at competitions. I turn way slower than I do at home. And especially if you're having cold hands, it's a better idea to actually calm down your turning. Turn slow and to the point where you can actually look ahead, and that will help you, do better in these solves as well. The next thing I started doing is not really caring about other people's times, because what happens in these competitions is you're trying to see who is getting what in that round. And especially during finals, what I usually used to do was try to see what times are the other cubers getting and what times I need to beat them, and that can really mess up your solves and mindset. The best strategy here is to not care about what other people are getting and completely focusing on your solves. And to add to this, I started listening to music in my past 3 competitions, I've done that. In the final round, I just, use one of my earphones and just plug it in and listen to music and really just close my eyes and focus on my round, not caring about what anyone is getting, just trying to get the best solve that I can. And that has been helping me out so much. I won my last 3 competitions with pretty decent averages, and that is definitely because I was more focused, did not really care about what other people are getting, and you should not do. The very last thing I started doing is actually not practicing at all. I haven't been able to cue properly since like the beginning of this year. I have been attending competitions and I won the last 3 competitions I went to, and I'm not trying to flex that because I did that with 0 practice. But the takeaway from this thing is I went into these competitions with 0 expectations and just went to these competitions to hang around, meet my friends, socialize, volunteer, practice a little bit at the competition, but not really like try to break a record or something. And that really helps me out. That really helped me out. But the idea here is you should put in the work, but try not to expect when you go to the competition. Now, it's very easy to say that. It's much more difficult when it's actually happening there. So it's a skill, like I said, it takes time. Work on it and you will definitely see a boost in your official solves and performance. So this was my experience, and the problems that I mentioned in this video, the problems I faced might not be the same problems you are facing because of nervousness, but the main takeaway of this video is that you can work on these things. Whatever problems you have that you face, you can find a solution to them. It is sort of a hit and trial thing. It takes time, and I haven't mastered I haven't mastered controlling nerves yet. I don't think I ever will, but it is something that I'll keep working on. One more thing that can help you controlling nerves is attending more competitions in general, because the more you put yourself in that environment, the more you'll get used to it, and you'll find more ways to actually tackle your nerves and whatever problems you are facing because of being nervous. But the problems I mentioned in this video, the problems I faced, might not be the same problems you are facing. But the main takeaway of this video is that you can find a solution to whatever problem you are facing. So this was my experience. I hope you guys learned a thing or two. I really hope you guys are able to get better at this skill. It is something that takes a lot of time, so be patient while you're working at it. Try different things at competitions, take some risks, and slowly you'll see that you're able to actually perform well even under pressure. Good luck for your next competition, and I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.